Namaste viewers, welcome to Gyana channel. Today we'll go to the last verse, last Sanskrit stanza, shloka of Sri Adi Shankaracharya from NirvanaShataka. Let us try to understand it word by word and its deeper philosophical message that it gives. This shloka, hitherto all the five shlokas, they said what is not, that what I am not. Now it says what I am, what that Atma is. The shloka goes like this: aham nirvikalpo nirākāra-rūpo vibhutvācca sarvatra sarvendriyāṇām cāsaṅgataṁ naiva muktir meyaḥ cidānanda-rūpaḥ śivo'ham Shivoham. Very powerful shloka. Let us go word by word. Aham means I. I means it is not this body or anything. It is the antaratma. It is that soul, or what we call, very loosely call it a soul, or this is Atma. Nirvikalpaḥ, without differences. Vikalpa means there are some difference. There is no difference. Free from thoughts or alternatives. Nirvikalpaḥ. Nirākāra-rūpaḥ. There is no form. There is this formless nature. You can't just give any attribute, any form to this. Vibhutvācca. Vibhutvācca means here, because of all pervasiveness or omnipresence. Sarvatra, everywhere. Sarvendriyāṇām, of all the sense organs. It is present in all the sense organs. cāsaṅgataṁ. I have no attachment. Asaṅgatam. Cāsaṅgataṁ. Asanga. Asaṅgatam means I have no attachment. Saṅgata means there is some attachment. Asaṅgata, if it is negative of that, I have no attachment, connection or bondage. Naiva, not at all. Muktir, liberation. Meyaḥ, not an object of measurement. I can't just measure it, experience it. All those things. Chidananda-rūpaḥ, the nature of consciousness or bliss. Shivoham, I am Shiva. Now, each line, we'll try to understand a little bit in detail. Aham nirvikalpo nirākāra-rūpo. I means here it is Atma. I am beyond all differences. I have no form. Nirvikalpo nirākāra. Nirvikalpa means it implies freedom from distinctions. It implies freedom from duality, freedom from options. So, the self is not caught in any thought pattern. It is not caught in any category. It is not this or that. It is just ease. It is, that's all. You cannot attribute any of the qualities to that. That is nirvikalpaḥ, attributeless. Nirākāra-rūpaḥ. Akara means some rupa, some form. Nirākāra means formless. So, this formlessness, this it points towards a reality beyond material dimensions. Material dimensions, length, breadth, time, all kinds of things, what we see, heat, cold. You may say any dimension that is material in nature. It is not thick, it is not thin, it is not like air, it is not like vacuum, it is not like, no panchabhuta. There is no heat, there is no cold, there is nothing. All those things. This is material. It is beyond these material dimensions. this Atman, this Brahman, this Jiva, that is that force, life force, is not confined to any physical. Okay, physical. Even to mental shape also it is not confined. You can't see, okay, you can't touch, you can't feel. You can't, it's not emotionally, oh, this is something, this is emotional, this is something like different. Nothing of that sort. It is, there's no confinement by physical or mental shape. This is nirākāra-rūpaḥ. So here, the Atman is not limited by mind, limited by gender, limited by form. Of course, not at all limited by caste, creed, sex, religion, nationality, anything, nothing like that. It doesn't come under any classification. You can't classify it. It transcends. It is beyond all that is created, all that you can see, all that you can feel, all that you can perceive. It is beyond imagination, beyond comparison, and beyond nama-rupa, that is name and form. This is the meaning of nirākāra-rūpa. Vibhutvācca sarvatra sarvendriyāṇām. This is the next phrase, I am all pervading. This tattva, Atma, this Jiva, that what we call, it is all pervading. It is present in all the sense organs. Sarvendriyāṇām. Chakshuru indriya, Shravana indriya, Gyana indriya, all kinds of indriyas, whatever you name them. Vibhutvācca, due to omnipresence of all-pervasiveness, sarvatra, everywhere in all directions, sarvendriyāṇām, of all sense organs. Panchendriya, Gnanendriya, Karmendriya, Indriya, Indriya, everything. So, the consciousness that enables the sense organs to function is the same in all beings. Even though it seems to operate through different organs, different bodies, it is one universal consciousness. That is not bound by the limitations of the body, limitations of the organs, limitations of anything. Na cāsaṅgataṁ, naiva muktir na meyaḥ. I have no attachments. Asaṅgataṁ. I need no liberation. Mukti, no, I am already the mukta. I am already a mukta. I am not an object to be known or measured. Na cāsaṅgataṁ. Na ca asaṅgataṁ it is. That means I have no connection or bond with anything. I am unattached. Naiva muktihi. I am not striving for liberation. I am already liberated. Na meyaḥ. Meyaḥ means measuring. Those days measuring means meyaḥ. I am not an object that can be quantified, that can be seen. I am not an object that can be qualified also. This is the qualification, this is what it is, this is. You can't attach any qualification to that. You can't attach any, you can't have any quantifiable thing also. You can't know it, it can't be seen, it can't be measured, it can't be analyzed. Nothing can be done. Na meyaḥ. So, the self is never in bondage. So, liberation is not something to be gained, but rather realized. It's already there, it is to be realized. Yes, I am liberated that way. Because the soul is not an object of intellect or senses. You cannot find the self using external sources, external tools. I will take a scale, measure it. I will take some weighing machine and then weigh it. I will try to see through microscopes, or I will try to. I want to see how it is and all those things. You can't do this. It is not. You can't logically perceive it. It is the subject. the very one doing the knowing, not something that is known. It is the one which does everything, but it cannot be known. This is how. The last vakya is cidānanda-rūpaḥ śivo'ham Shivoham. I am the nature of the pure consciousness, and plus I am Shiva, I am Shiva. My true essence is Chit Ananda. I am Shiva, not in the personal God sense. Here, we always will have to think that Shivoham means Shiva, I am Shiva, I am Shiva. It is not Shiva, the personal God, personal deity in which we worship. This is something it should be understood as the absolute, eternal, and auspicious one. This is the meaning here we will have to take. So the verse, this shloka ends by affirming the true self again and again. The repetition Shivoham, Shivoham reflects the bliss of realization, the joy of knowing who you truly are, not the body, not the ego, but the supreme unchanging reality, the limitless, joyful self. Viewers, to summarize, the final verse completes the journey of NirvanaShatakam, which is not just a poem, but a very, very powerful spiritual declaration. It declares, I am not the body, the mind, the emotions. I am not defined by any senses, relationships, karma, rituals. I am beyond duality, beyond liberation and bondage. I am pure consciousness, ever free, formless, and eternal. I am not something to be reached. I am already there. I am Shiva, the ever auspicious self, the substratum of the universe, the adhisthana, what we call. So here the core philosophical ideas here is no duality between Jiva and Brahman, individual soul and then universal soul. Realization of one's true nature eliminates all suffering and fear. There is no separate God to seek, because there is nothing else outside. It is you. You are already there, that supreme being. When you strip off all the false identities, you are that. So viewers, with this we conclude this episode. I hope this was quite interesting. Please like, share, and then subscribe to our channel. Thank you viewers for your valuable time in listening to this. Thank you.